Farcry5 has 50 different perks that you can unlock to enhance your playstyle. During my play session I captured them all and I want to show you them all in this video. So if you enjoyed that, then a like would be super appreciated, and let's go. In the menu of Farcry5 you can take a look at all these perks and unlock them as well. We see 5 different perk categories. We got the Survivalist that makes sure you stay alive longer and increases the resources you gain. We got the Renegade for people that just want to go in and make everything explode. Assassin for a more stealthy approach, or for other tricks. The Prepper increases the ammo you can carry around for the different types of weapons, and the leader section enhances the guns or fangs for hire that can of course help you during the fight, or let you be able to use multiple of them in the single player mode, so then you got 2 people watching your back instead of 1. But let's start at the start with the Survivalist perks. The first one is Human Fish that makes you swim faster and also being able to hold your breath underwater for longer. The second ability also revolves around fish, letting you catch them more quickly and letting you catch heavier fish. If you unlock the Repair Torch ability, then you can equip this weapon to repair vehicles, but also open safes, so maybe there's some money in there or something. King of the Jungle will be really great so that the predator animals will attack other people over you, but when they attack you, you take less damage, so that is pretty great because the animals can be a pain. Prey enemies will flee less from you, so they can easily kill them for some nice skins to sell for money. So at any point in the game you can use your binoculars, but with the kick-ass binoculars you can also use them to tag enemies through solid objects, so even through walls, as the game suggests. The next perk is really one of the first ones I'll be getting because it will give you double the amount of plants and animals from looting, for example, an animal. And that is insane because if you're not familiar, the animal skins give you a ton of money. So to be able to get double the amount for killing just one animal is really great. The other skill is also really good and it also has some upgrades. We got health boost 1 all the way up to 4, and the first perk increases your health by 150%, the second one by 200%, then 250% for health boost 3, and health boost 4 increases your health by 300%. So that is 3 times the amount of health you had at the start. Pretty insane. I think it's really nice to get this one as well. Of course, in order to get health boost 4, you first need to get health boost 3, etc, etc. Having a ton of health is great for if you want to go in and blow stuff up. So let's go to the Renegade skill line. The first one is called a parachute, and that unlocks a parachute by holding the X button in the case of the PS4 while falling. So we also can upgrade this perk, and then you get the awesome wingsuit. We got the Black Market perk that unlocks all sorts of explosives like remote, proximity, molotovs, pipe bombs, sticky upgrades, but also special ammo at all these shops. So I think you can just craft them normally, but now you can also buy them at the shops. With the Vehicle Buster, your bullets do more damage against vehicles. The game notes that it works best with the armor piercing ammo, and I can totally see why. The Weapons Pro lets you reload, aim and switch SMGs and shotguns faster. The sway and the bullet spread is also reduced if you unlock this perk. And we will see way more similar perks, but then for the other weapons in the game, like for example the next one, Heavy Weapons Master, that lets you do the same, but then for LMGs, launchers and flamethrowers. The next one is pretty interesting. Auto Repair lets your vehicles repair themselves. So if you for example drove to a specific area, during the journey the vehicle took a lot of damage, then when you get out it will probably repair themselves, so when you then leave the area you will probably have a fully repaired car. The Rival Master is the same as the Weapons Pro perk, but then for rifles, sniper rifles, so a faster reload, aim and switch, and a sway and bullet spread reduced. So like I said, there will be multiple of these sort of perks, but then for all the different weapon categories, what I think is smart is just to unlock one of them for your favorite weapon category. Since you will be using that weapon a ton, if it's your favorite, then it's nice to have a faster reload, aim and switch. The Saboteur perk lets you sabotage vehicles by walking up to them and pressing a certain button depending on your platform. 10 seconds later, the vehicle will then catch fire and explode. We also got an upgrade of this perk, the Booby Trap. It's kind of the same but with a different button. Instead of a time bomb, it explodes by the next collision. So yes, a ton of explosions and gunfire in the Renegade section. If you are more a stealth player, then you will like the assassin abilities. The first perk lets you unlock the Grappling Hook, so you can grapple to grapple spots in the world. The Nimble Fingers perk lets you do things quicker, like craft items, sabotage or booby trap vehicles, disable alarms and open safes. Sneaky Sprint, as the name suggests, lets you move faster while still staying crouched, so you will still be stealthy but will move faster that way. Then we got Master Blaster that lets you craft remote and proximity explosives with 50% less components. Interesting is that in order to unlock this ability, you need to do something. You need to complete an objective. In this case, you need to help a Zip, who is one of the guns for hire. You can also recruit. He's the guy with the flamethrower that likes to explode everything as well. So totally fitting, the Master Blaster. If you are a stealth player in Farcry5, then you will be taking down a ton of enemies. So with the Takedown Mastery perk, that will be enhanced. You unlock chains, melee throws, so you can throw your melee weapons, sidearm, and also your takedown reach is increased. So if you are a stealth player, I really recommend this perk. The Primal Mastery is like the other mastery perks, but for more primal weapons like the bows and the slingshots, decreasing the reload, aim and switch time. And I did not see slingshots in the game yet, so curious to learn how they can be used. The Close Combat Mastery enhances your ability to kill people with melee weapons, but also the use of handguns will be enhanced. The Locksmith perk lets you stealthily lockpick safes and doors, only if they don't unlock by key card. And I can imagine that behind these doors you might find hidden treasures with perks, for example, because you can get perks by exploring the world from perk magazines that can be hidden in the stashes, where you can also find a ton of money. You get the perk points also by completing challenges in the game, like killing enemies with a certain weapon or killing certain animals X amount of times. So the game gives you a nice incentive to switch weapons to get as much perk points as possible. The throwback perk is something we see in a ton of first person shooter, the ability to throw back the grenade, or in this case also the dynamite, so the enemies will take the damage instead of you. Then a very handy perk for sneaking around the world, Ghost. With this you make less noise when walking, sprinting and landing, and the falling damage is also reduced. Like I already said, the prepper lines are all about carrying more ammo, so we can go through that pretty fast. You have one for the handguns and melee weapons, more medkits, it's nice to stay in the fight of course, the SMGs, shotguns, arrows, rifles, throwable items, and those throwable items also include bait that you can use to summon an animal to come and kill the nearby soldiers. We got an increased special ammo pouch, so you can carry more piercing ammos, for example, for heavy weapons, LMGs, flamethrowers, etc. And this one is really nice, an additional holster for 8 points, so you can carry around a third weapon of any type in your weapon wheel. And trust me, it's nice to be able to switch between weapons, for example when an enemy is only at a longer range or at a shorter range. Another perk you probably want really fast. Luckily we also have the weapon collector, but that one unlocks after you killed a lieutenant, probably a very strong enemy. Bring it on. The leader section is about guns and fangs for hire, with the final perk being a very strong one, as I already noted at the beginning of the video. So if you unlock one of the fangs or guns for hire, they can unlock their perk as well to make them come back faster after they died. So pretty good stuff. I also want to do a video on all the guns and fangs for hire as well, going over their stats, their abilities. If you want that, please let me know in the comments down below. And then we go to the leadership perk. Again, like I told you at the beginning of the video, then you can have 2 people with you at the same time, or 1 person and 1 animal, 2 animals. It's up to you, of course. So yes, there you have it, all the perks in Farcry5. I will of course do tips and tricks telling you which perk you should get as soon as possible as well after I played more of the game. And I have way more Farcry5 videos planned, so totally subscribe to stay up to date on the Farcry5 content. Check for example my video on all the Farcry5 outfits in the game. Drop a like to support the channel and I will speak to you next time. Goodbye.